Hi, my name is Dylan Mitchell with Kowabunga Studios, creator of Surfboard and Skimboard, which is your electrical and technology design automation solution. Now, the purpose of this video is to demonstrate to you how we can give your design team a better experience with the technology that they use to run your company. And look, I have an engineering background. I'm licensed in 6 states and designed millions of square feet from schools, hospitals, offices, industrial, you name it, I've designed it with a decade in the industry. So please take a couple minutes and watch this video because I can tell you, if you give us an opportunity, we will save you time, we will save you money, and we could potentially save your engineers from leaving your company. Now, what do? Well, we're in the software business, the automation business, and we created a solution to get you through electrical and technology design documents in minutes. We simplify the design process by automatically generating content throughout your model. It's a spreadsheet basically that pops up inside your Revit model to allow your designers and engineers to make decisions on a room by room basis, allowing to give you the custom configurations that you're used to for each room type within the project. Now, this is going to effectively take design documents right off the plate of your people and will allow them to focus on higher priority tasks. And now let's talk about some of the problems that we see with engineering design and that really any industry in general. All right, we see a lot of budgets being busted. You're spending too much time on a project, whether this is from design changes, tight budgets to begin with, or a new team or new to Revit, all of which you could have all those in a single project. So on projects, we also know how little time that you truly have, where you end up spending late nights and weekends in the office to get those projects out the door. That was me. I was in your shoes designing those buildings and doing those late nights and weekends. Heck, I even got shingles from the stress of being in the office late nights and weekends. Lastly, we know how hard it is to find good people, especially someone who knows Revit, building design, and can interact with clients. I mean, that's a true unicorn right there. And those people are rare. So even if you do find somebody that's maybe a diamond in the rough, it does take time to train them and bring them up to speed to learn everything you need them to learn. Now let's talk about some of the causes of all this, all these problems, right? Relating to the lack of time, the tight budgets, and the scarcity of people. One, low fees to begin with on a project that you need to take in order to win the job. Maybe you needed to take in this competitive environment a lower fee, which makes your budget and timeline even tighter, but it's something you have to do, same business. Another cause that we've seen is when you do have new team members or maybe recently made the shift to Revit is getting those people up to speed, and that just takes time. They aren't efficient yet, and putting a project together just takes longer. Training becomes a big focus as you're bringing on people into your firm and you look to scale. Another hurdle that you often have to overcome are design changes. These really put a damper on projects, especially because you've spent so much time getting a project to a good place for review and putting it in front of the owner or the architects, only for it to change. On large projects, this can mean months of work to get to where you're able to get feedback in that review, only to then have to redo that work and spend another month on changes. Now, it's not great for your budgets or team morale. So the bigger question that you really have to ask yourself is, really this the best use of your people's time? Maybe that initial layout really isn't the best use of their time or capabilities. It is potentially a lot more appropriate for them to do things that will help move your business forward. And we're going to be talking about how we're going to help you enable your team to do that. So at the end of the day, the end result that you're having to deal with now is wasted time for people, and it's really just a disaster for your design team. So the solution is really software. Surfboard is going to be able to help you automate your electrical design documents, and Skimboard your low voltage and technology design documents. Includes literally everything that you need. It's a simple add-in to Revit where you can use your own Revit content. And if you don't have a good Revit content library, we can help you create what you need. It's a network solution. If you're not familiar with software, it means that you can share this across your offices and your teams. And Surfboard is going to handle lighting, lighting controls, receptacles, panels, fire alarm devices. I mean, it's truly going to get you all your electrical design documents, all your layouts done in just a few minutes. And with the ability to run this whenever you need in your project timeline and for just the content that you want to place, you could do this for just receptacles or just lighting controls, whatever your scope might be on a project. You don't have to run everything, and you can run this multiple times, multiple iterations, infinite use, which really is a great solution. And the same thing here with Skimboard is our low voltage solution that will handle your data devices, your wireless access points, your cameras, card readers, intercoms, floor boxes, ceiling speakers, and data racks. Same thing applies, infinite uses, and you can continually share this across your teams as well. So what are the benefits? Well, we're going to give you your time back. We'll give you your people's time back, and that's literally priceless. Time is something that we can't get back. See, that second's gone, this second's gone. Every second spent doing something that could be working on another task with a higher payoff. And that's literally priceless. So we can help reduce those lost opportunity costs whenever someone's having to iterate through design rather than being in front of clients or doing any other higher level task. We can help you spend more time with your clients, which we know how important relationships are in this business to winning more projects and bringing in more revenue. You need your people to spend more time with your clients. And I tell you, if your design team isn't necessarily happy with all the rework, the tight deadlines, and the lack of help that they maybe aren't getting, they're not as happy as they could possibly be. And why do we care about happiness? Because at the end of the day, happy people are more productive people. So why are we doing any of this? Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, I was just like you. I'm an electrical engineer. I was designing in Revit. I was working those late nights and weekends. I got shingles. I was stressed out, right? And I don't want other designers, engineers, and firms to suffer like I did. I don't want your bottom line to hurt and team members to constantly be stressed out over getting projects out the door. We want to give you and your team the best possible experience designing buildings. This is how we can give it to your team. And ultimately, how do we do it, right? And why do we do it? So we've talked about designing millions of square feet. I've done this. I've worked with multiple engineering firms over a decade and took and combined all those hard lessons learned in all the different scenarios with various different companies and package it all together to really dial it in to make sure that you and your team get the best possible experience using automation solutions to get you through your projects. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm going to have to tell you right now, if you give us an opportunity, we will not let you down, and you will not find anyone more grateful for that opportunity. So thank you again.